So guys, it's Kilo here. I want to talk about some solar player problems that I've been noticing since I've come back to the division over the last couple of weeks. Um, Pretty much, when it comes down to being a solo player, you can't survive in the Dark Zone right now during Title Update 6. Not at all. Um, and people are learning this because they're not jumping at the bit to really try to solo it themselves. What they'll do is they'll gear up into like 3-4 man squads and then go into a DZ and just, wreck a whole entire server. There's two reasons that this is partially happening. One, it's always better to work as a team anyway, strength in numbers and all that. And, it'll give you what you want. But, and number two, you gain more loot and more ways to share by being in a group also. So there's too many, plus you get all of the gear stats too that actually buff your people when it actually comes down to you being in a group. There's a crap ton of things that you can get. I'm sorry, it's like Chewy woke me up about 4 hours early from my alarm, but there's too many problems, and Wid said it best when he got back to Title Update 6. He spent a day in the Dark Zone, and if I could quote him, he said there's no survivability at all for a person that's by themselves, because all people want to do is be a 4-man, camp checkpoints. They'll sit outside it, they'll wait for the turrets, and there's absolutely nothing that single players can do about it because, the way that the game's designed. The time to kill is we keep on saying this as the division community, but the time to kill is just so short that even if you're outgunned by one other person, you're screwed. You could have a 400k armor build with how powerful your character can be on offense, that quite literally 400k armor can evaporate. It can't take on two people unless you got Unbreakable, but then you're being a toxic person because then Unbreakable is OP right now and it's freaking meta. And it makes you damn near impossible to kill unless you have an anti-armor build on you, which then makes you susceptible to the NPCs that are overpowered still, which will kill you. So you can't NPC farm at that point, which takes build creativity and makes it to nothing. There's just a whole bunch of things that are messed up right now. And I don't think that the devs really listened to all the suggestions that they could have taken before Title Update 6. I mean, they did some things, like the rogue cooldown timer has been pulled down a massive amount. Normalization is still there, which is pretty dumb. I think normalization should be just stuck in conflict no matter what, because that's objective based. You have, oh god, sorry. You have an objective that you're doing with 3 other people. You have an actual 4-man crew with you when you're doing all of that. And so, yeah, normalized should be stuck to conflict, and if they plan on doing any other team-based where it automatically puts you with other people type PvP, but the Dark Zone, no. Normalized should not be in the Dark Zone whatsoever, because normalization actually kills build creativity, like a lot. What they did do, though, during Title Update 6, is they made brand sets acquired through all different types of gear, like gloves, holsters, masks, body armor. They also added named items that you can only have a high likelihood of finding when you go to the Dark Zone, which then we come back to the player problem on that one, the solar player problem, because you can't find them anywhere except you're doing challenging by yourself in a mission. unless you get lucky as all get out and you find it during a random drop while you're out there in the open world. The open world is fine the way it is. And I think that pulling the loot pool over into the open world from the dark zone was a good idea. It's just, damn. I like that whole entire thing, though, of going into a PvP area and having to try and hunt down my loot, knowing that there's another person out there that can take it from me. There's a couple ways that you can solve that problem. You can solve the solo player problem in... The quickest way to do it would be to add solo player servers only. Basically, if you're by yourself in a group, it's going to matchmake you with other people that are by themselves in a group. And you cannot invite anybody at all. That'd be the quickest way that Massive Entertainment can solve this issue. That way we're not dealing with it anymore, and the community can actually be all around happy. Or within that, you can also lower down these NPCs. NPCs kill me as a solo player more than actual players do. I quit playing the Dark Zone because of the NPCs killing me more often than I do a 4-man group gangbanging me for about an hour. Oh my goodness, I don't know whose idea it was to put these like hard as hitting NPCs into the Dark Zone. And it's still, we still have the same problem from when I quit playing the Division 2 of where they're spawning everywhere and you can't move anywhere without running into a group of them. That's still an issue. They'll come rapid spawning out of their spawn points. I've pretty much had to memorize where they spawn now, which is crazy stupid. They should be locked to landmarks only. Landmarks and LZs when you're trying to get gear out. That's it. And just only save elites for challenging. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm sorry. It's very early for me. Chewy's woken me up now at like 3 in the morning twice. So that's when I'm recording this. Yeah. So what you need to do is only save elites for the challenging difficulty levels. And that will literally make people want to go back to the Dark Zone, you making less hard-hitting NPCs. If I wanted hard-hitting NPCs, I could just do a story mission. I can do that by myself. I'm not losing the gear. So losing to an NPC is a really crap feeling in the Dark Zone because, one, there's too many penalties to it. One, your gear's out in the open. People can take it. And as a solo player, that's a problem. Because then, if it's taken by somebody that's more than solo, and they have 3 or 4 people, great, now I got to get my gear back from 3 or 4 people. Well, that's not happening because the time to kill is way too small for me, and they have 4 guns, so why would I even challenge that? My loot's gone. I have no chance of getting it back. And it's just, you have to go back and get it. It's just absolutely horrible. Just these NPCs, man, they are just like the most hard-hitting sons of bitches on the planet. Like, I don't know what to do half the time with them. Especially the named ones. They have 2 skills that are equal to the Division apiece. They don't just have increased rate of fire. They have skills that Division agents are running around with. As one guy, one AI surrounded by 8 elite AI that are hard-hitting as all get out, a solo player can't survive that. Because while I'm dealing with one of them flanking me, that named NPC, he's going to pull out like a grenade or something and kill me. Or better yet, he'll be a heavy, have a freaking revive drone, and he'll be just pocket reviving his freaking people right in front of me while I'm trying to deal with other NPCs. Not only is there a solo player to player problem, but there also is a solo player to NPC problem too. In 4-man, you can take on those NPCs. You can You can go ham with 4 people on those NPCs. Because you have 4 people, you have a chance to get revived with 4 people. You have all of the gear set buffs with 4 people. I don't have that as a solo guy. Where it feels like we're back in like this 1.3 dimension of Division 1 where the solo player just got completely ignored. We're back at that again. And I don't understand where that problem came from. Maybe it's too many YouTubers freaking talking in teams. Maybe it's too many videos being uploaded of team gameplay being epic. I don't know what it is, but you know, the solo player is getting massively ignored in PvP, and it's about time that somebody drew attention to it. I'm just sick of it. I'm just sick and tired of going in the DZ, and I'm tired of it being an unfun stressor, honestly, because I love the game. The game is absolutely perfect. It has got to be the best open world that's ever been designed in any third-person shooter that I have ever played, and then the DZ solo player problem ruins it. Because I don't have my same crew from the Division 1 that I rolled with. You guys realize how many people have been pushed out because of this problem? My buddy K won't even play anymore because there's like no freaking use. Yeah. And that was a big letdown. I was like, oh my goodness. I'm sorry about this. So I'm gonna end it right there, guys. If you guys do like what I'm saying, please comment below. I'd like to hear what the Division community actually thinks about the solo player problem, because it's annoying. It's annoying to me as a player. Like, I don't get frustrated when a player kills me. I get frustrated when an NPC kills me, or I get frustrated when a 4-man team kills me. Please, just let me hear what you guys have to say. Let us start a conversation here. Please. I beg you. Anyway, guys, please, if you guys did like the video and like what I have to say, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I do Division 2 live streams, and I do Rainbow Six for Siege live streams with my buddies. Daily. Very much daily. We're on day 35. Which is going to be the next stream of the Division 2. So, yeah. I'll see you guys there. Deuces. Oh, sorry again. Oh.